Good morning. It is Sunday morning, 7:15. Nice and early. Thought I would jump on early before the kids wake up, although I can hear movement now. Once they're up, they demand to come downstairs. But they're going to have to wait a few minutes. It'll be good for them, I think. Anyway, so wanted to touch on something that I found really interesting, actually. I've seen it shared around a few people, and it was in... it's like a kind of a review article. It's in a research journal, Obesity, a research journal. Morning, Debbie. And I wanted to share it with you because it's really interesting. And it's something that I talk about a lot, but to see it like this is great. So if you're watching, I'll just share my screen with you as I talk about this. So this might mean nothing at the moment. So this refers to fat-free mass, okay? So fat-free mass essentially means the mass in your body that isn't fat, okay? So that could be muscle, it could be organs, you get it, right? So it's not just muscle, obviously your organ as well, etc. However, what seems to happen, right? So when we diet down, we lose weight, but within that weight, we lose fat, but also fat-free mass, okay? So we lose fat-free mass, which is muscle. So let's say we lose some muscle. That accounts for a little bit, okay? So that accounts for a little bit. When we lose that accounts for a little bit of energy expenditure. So essentially, when we start to lose weight, we do lose some muscle and we'll burn a few less calories at rest. So our metabolism actually slows down if we lose muscle, right? So, but not massively. Still to an extent, and we might end up doing less. So indirectly, it might be more than you think, because you might go, oh, you know what, I ain't got the strength to go up those stairs anymore, whatever. Sometimes though, when you lose a lot of body fat, you actually move more. So swings and roundabouts, and how you do it is important. However, what they hypothesize here / are starting to piece together is that the reason why often it's so easy to overeat is not just that, the fact that we've got loads of convenience food everywhere, but there seems to be a drive to eat and hunger levels are higher when there's lower fat-free mass. So lower muscle, etc. So it may mean, because your body goes, right, we need to drive to replace this fat-free mass, this muscle. There's a natural drive for us to go, you need to eat more. So your body goes, eat more so we can get this muscle back. But obviously, as we've lived more sedentary lifestyles and we live in a world of more convenience foods, if we're hungry, that's a recipe for, well, I'm more sedentary because I've got to work, right? So I'm at my desk all day, then I'm bored and I'm hungrier than normal because my fat-free mass is lower, then all of a sudden I'm picking convenience food, there's biscuits, there's snacks, there's crisps. Then, as they hypothesize here, your energy expenditure goes down, so you don't burn as many calories because you've lost a bit of body fat, but also your energy intake goes up, and that means we gain more weight. Which is really interesting. I find that fascinating. And if I just scroll down a bit, so they talk about, the loss of muscle as a result for weight gain as we diet, but like they say about the negative feedback loop between fat-free mass and energy intake, and why future weight gain is quite difficult if we do it in potentially ways that we lose a lot of muscle with. And I guess it's another kind of tool in there to make sure that we focus on doing it in a way that actually makes us stronger, makes us fitter. And actually, the good news about this is sometimes hey Sandra, if the scales stay the same, or they're not changing, but you're getting stronger and fitter, consider that over time, maybe this will help your hunger levels. Maybe this will help you make better choices. Maybe you end up then in a calorie deficit because of the more calories you burn, your body shape changes, and maybe you're just happier. So for example, when I talk about when we can start our one-to-ones in the Kickstart program, by the way, we're starting one in September again, Devizes, Marlborough, or online, if you want more info on that. When we start that, we have a one-to-one, and I often say, what's your main goal? And often people have like a target weight. And I do make it clear that Sometimes when your body shape changes, you might find that instead of losing a stone, you only need to lose a quarter or a half. Sometimes, it depends on the person, of course, but it's something to really consider. Okay, so I just wanted to share that today with you, and I found that interesting. Hope you do too. Any questions? As always, let me know. And another excuse to stay strong, focus on getting fit, focus on getting stronger, and things will start moving in the right direction. Of course, it doesn't mean you don't have to worry about weight loss for some people. Some people need that. It's you versus you, it's your journey, but it's another reason to do it in a certain way, to get strong, get fit. Stay safe, eat your protein, stay strong, and have a lovely bank holiday.